guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. I have a stack of books that, mind you, was a lot bigger before my friends and family picked what they wanted, that I am unhauling, unfortunately, from my physical library that I have here in my house. So, like I have talked to you all before, my library or my office or where I write my books is my safe space, my place of where I do all of my creativity and everything. But it is not very big at all. It might seem like it might be big, but it isn't. And I am trying to cull, one, the amount of books that I'm buying, and two, the amount of books that I have on my shelves that are unread. I really want the books that are in my office to be the ones that are my tried and true, the ones that I absolutely could not live without, the ones that I would reread over and over and over again. And so I do have a whole entire bookshelf and a TBR cart full of books for my TBR. We're not even going to get into my my ebook TBR or my audiobook TBR. Those don't take up physical space, okay? They take up digital cloud space. But let me know, do you guys want to see a video? Like, I've been brainstorming ideas for videos that I could do. Do you guys want to see a video of like my ebook TBR and my audiobook TBR? I would really like to know. And then do you want like a shelf tour? I haven't done a shelf tour since I think probably my last house, which was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I digress. So I'm trying to cull the books that aren't going to be on my forever shelves. Now, that does not mean that there's anything wrong with these books. Some of these books I have doubles of. Some of these books I have on ebook and I don't need physically. Some of these books have been on my shelves for forever or were sent to me unsolicited, meaning that they have my address and they sent it to me but didn't ask me if I wanted to read them. So without further ado, let's dive into, let's say, these two right here. Okay, so the very first book I have is Reasonable Adults by Robin Leffer. This was an advanced reader copy, and it came out in October of 2023. It looks like it is a romance. It says, the morning after a humiliating post-social media breakup, hashtag sponsored by wine, Kate Rigsby learns she's lost her marketing job along with her almost fiance. I love romances, rom-coms, but I just didn't pick this one up. And so I'm going to pass it along to someone else that is in the mood for some rom-coms. I loved Recursion by Blake Crouch. It was a really good book. I do own it on audio. And the thing is that with Blake Crouch, he really messes with my mind, and there's nothing wrong with messing with my mind, but my little heart can't take it right now, so I am unhauling his books for the most part. Yeah, I already own this book audio, and so I don't need it physically, and so I'm letting someone else who would like it physically, they can grab it. Next up is Seems Like Murder. This was an advanced reader copy, and it came out on September 27th of 2022, and it is a Studio mystery. Looks very, very cute. I just didn't have an inkling to pick it up. I just want someone else to be able to have a chance at reading it. It looks adorable, though. This is the first in the Studio mystery series. As I hit myself in the face. Thank you very much. Okay, the next 4 are all in the same series. And this is the PTO Murder Club mystery series by Katie Graykowski. Just one piece. This is puzzled pieces, blown to pieces, and bits and pieces. I have some YA sort of thrillers as well. So we've got Burden Falls. Seems very, very creepy. The town of Burden Falls drips with superstition, from rumors of its cursed waterfall to dead-eyed Sadie, the disturbing specter who haunts it. Bum, bum, bum. Now, not to say that I don't love like YA thrillers, which I do. Like, I love The Cousins, and I do like YA thrillers, but this one just didn't, I don't know, pull me in. I did like the little catchphrase here, the town is rotten to the core. Like, that's a good pun. You're So Dead. This gave me Pretty Little Liars vibes, which I was very, very into Pretty Little Liars. I watched a ton of Pretty Little Liars. Fade Away. It says, find Jake. Everyone has secrets. What were his? So again, another sort of YA. There were thousands of people watching my best friend, hundreds of cameras snapping and shooting his every move. But when the show's over, we all look away. So nobody saw it happen. Nobody knows how or why, or even exactly when he disappeared. I think I also, since having children, I can't really read a lot of like YA children kind of things, because even though my kids are 4 and 2, I can picture my kids that age, and I just can't. I did read The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I just was not a fan of it. It was not my favorite Ashley Poston, and so I'm going to have to let someone else have it. I have Murder by the Seashore by Samra Yu. This was good. I liked it, but I'm going to let someone else enjoy it. We have some advanced reader copies. This one was on sale November 2024, so these are pretty new, by Crooked Lane. This is Murder in the Ranks, and then we have another one, which is Misery Hates Company. And this is also sort of like, these are both like historical mysteries, which I am not the biggest fan of historical mysteries. I can read some of them. Some of them are good, and I'm a fan of, but other ones I'm not the biggest fan of reading historical mysteries. So, I know that there are a ton of people who especially love World War II mysteries and romances and things like that. So these will 1,000,000% find an amazingly loving home. I am trying to get rid of a lot of my books of the month, books that I have had on my shelves for some of them like years. I'm being super, super harsh with myself, and just, if I haven't picked it up and read it within a year of me having it, then why do I have it on my shelf? You know what I mean? So here's Catherine Center's The Bodyguard. I know that this one's more recent. This one was, no, it's not. July 2022. I lied. This was a while ago. So no, this is Golden State. This one was a long time ago. I know. 2019, January of 2019. So like I said, a lot of these have been on my shelves for a really long time. A Winter in New York. I have a huge addiction to winter, Christmas kind of like mysteries and romances. The Family. I'm also getting rid of. Again, if I'm getting rid of something that you absolutely were in love with and you're like, no, Courtney, let me know, because these are probably going to stay in a corner in my office until I have the time and energy to go to Gardner's, my used bookstore, to drop them off. I've got A Dark and Snowy Night, which came out in September of 2022. Oh, I didn't realize I had another one of Rest in Pieces here, and then A Pie Most Foul. Another book of the month that I have is Sky Without Stars. I really, really wanted to get into this, but it's been on my thing since 2019. So it's just a chunker, and this is something that I would probably listen to more than physically pick up and read. I have It Found Us. This is a advanced reader copy, and this is a middle grade, sort of like creepy mystery book, which is a lot of fun. But I know that there's going to be a kid who's going to absolutely love that. We've got the Municipalists, the X-Hex, which I have read, and I really, really enjoyed it. I did not like book number 2. And so since I didn't like book number 2, I did not pick up book number 3. But again, someone else will enjoy it. The Other Half, Charlotte Vassal. I started the audiobook for this, and the characters are completely unlikable. I just couldn't stand their first class just way of life, and I could not care less about these characters, and I just didn't like them. So yeah, not going to read a book that I could not care less about the characters. I already read Wuthering Heights. I don't need to read any more books in which I don't care if all of the characters die. Okay. And then this book is another book of the month, and it's The Reunion. So here I've got 2 more books. This one is Who Killed Jerusalem? Again, this book sounds absolutely fantastic, but it is a chunker. Like, it is almost 600 pages, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna read it on audiobook before I pick up a brick of a book. And then the last one is another YA book, and it's They'll Never Catch Us, Jessica Goodman. And the thing that I'm really excited about with unhauling some of these books is I know that more contemporary books and more YA middle grade books, they get snatched up pretty quickly at my used bookstore. And so I like knowing that I'm going to give them an influx of some popular books that people are going to love, and so that makes me really happy. But yeah, I hope I did not unhaul anything that you were absolutely obsessed with, or that, you know, you're screaming into the ether, Courtney, no. But yeah, I do want to show you guys this. My husband got me this for Valentine's Day, and I built it. Look how cute it is. It's a little Lego typewriter, and it says Once Upon a Time. Oh, it's so cute. Anyway, that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.